I think I steal from you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alien Event teaser video with some of our speakers for March 20th, 21st, and 2nd, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the Equinox, Spring Equinox, next weekend in Los Angeles, Sonesta LAX Hotel. We just want to invite everybody to this amazing event from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. First day we start at 10 a.m. on Friday, 20th. And we have 2 nights of dinner and banquets and dance and party networking. We're meeting a lot of amazing researchers and disclosure groups, plus the biohackers at the Biomed Expo. Your ticket at the Alien event, few $100 would cover everything at both conferences of Alien event and the Alien event Cosmic Command, and also Biomed Expo, BIOMED, expo.com, our speakers there, alienevent.com, our speakers there on both events, plus the 1,000 people coming at free charge, no charge to the exhibits to see the amazing biohacking companies bringing from peptides to you name it, to Tesla technology, to a number of other great products and services that we are bringing directly to public for free. Nobody else done that in my life. I always had to grab a doctor to invite me to these events and with somebody's permission and paying $1,000. Now public can come to our events, look at these amazing biohacking products, listen to amazing speakers like you guys, and enjoy the disclosure, the facts, the truth, health and wellness, everything in 3 days network. I mean, nobody do this kind of stuff for us, so we have to do it for public. So God bless you guys who speaking at these events at no charge, helping us, some of you helping us with the money and paying the 4-star Hotel Sonesta LAX. We paid our life-saving and loans and stuff, plus all the exhibitors. We taking the whole hotel for 3 days. We inviting 1,000 people and all above. So go grab your seats, alienevent.com. This event is about, like I said, turning the century on the equinox of the spring at the throat chakra of the earth, Los Angeles. We bring in the truth, verbally, networking, videography, live streaming at the website. You know, if you can't come, live stream it. So at the biomedexpo.com or alienevent.com. So, you know, and come and see Carrie Cassidy, Mike Barra, Ryan Well is coming from Canada to see you guys. Livia Debbie coming from Europe to see you. Melissa Morton for the first time bringing facts about, stuff that she has, after many years, she bring on a stage. Hans Dietrich here, I'm sorry, Dietrich, do I say it right, Hans? We can't hear you. The microphone. So yes. Yasa and Brad Olson and, all of you, Sean Bond. And anyway, I give the microphone to Carrie Cassidy. Thank you for helping us, Carrie, today. And you guys, invite people and briefly introduce yourself. 2 minutes. We are short of time. Give us your website, who you are, and what are you going to speak about.
So we'll go around once, and you want to introduce themselves briefly.
Yeah, let's start with Carrie Cassidy. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm an investigative reporter, documentary filmmaker, and I've been interviewing whistleblowers from above top secret for the past 20 years or more. As well as experiencers, law enforcement, military, you name it. So thanks for coming and viewing our lineup for the speakers for this event, Alien event that's being held in Los Angeles. And so next is Ryan Velli. Go ahead, Ryan.
Okay, well, I'll be quick. I know there's others that have to be kind of leaving soon, but I cover artificial intelligence. So I'll be talking about transhumanism, nanotechnology, but also the hopeful things, the new technologies like plasma being rediscovered by humanity and being used for a lot of positive health and biohacking means. as well as stem cells, which have some incredible potential, which I know a lot of people have had tremendous results from using for different conditions. But that's basically my spiel. My website is ryanvelli.com, although it's down right now. My email address is info@ryanvelli.com. And I also conduct what's called Truth Addicts Anonymous, which is a help support group for people who are awake, isolated, but still want to connect to the community. And I encourage everybody to come out and be part of your tribe. Make a showing, especially if you're in the LA area. It's not far. I know David will take donations for those that are going to show up. So it's worthwhile. You get an intimate environment where you can hang out with the speakers, and it's different than other conferences. There's a wealth of knowledge, experience, and fun. There's always humor at David's events. Always humor. Thank you, Carrie.
Okay. Sorry, my lighting just went out. So you guys continue.
Hans has a short of time. Hans, do you want to say something and leave quickly?
I'd say yes, I'd go first. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Hans. Well, hi, everyone. My name is Isha, and my expertise is in unified science and spirituality. So in this case, at the event, I will be sharing about the plasma body activation based on ancient mystery schools teaching, and how from that perception, how from that approach, unify like science and spirituality were one nexus that actually were enhancing one another. So, and also how this relates to extraterrestrial technology, how we could call it, and how these technologies, this type of advanced technologies, are the reflect of our biology being reversed engineered. So how we can perfectly apply the way that the pyramids were built and how it reflects into our neurons, for instance, or the obelisks into our RNA, having very specific macromolecules that are named that way, the obelisks and so forth. So a lot of related to the plasma physics and holofractal field. Thank you.
Wonderful. How about Livia?
Hello, everyone. I'm Livia Devi. I'm a trans channel for the 70th Arcturian Council of Light, which is, an interdimensional civilization. And for this event, I will be speaking about color, light, plasma technology, and sound technology from the 70th Arcturian Council of Light, sacred geometry technology, and speaking about interdimensional travel, something that, how this civilization is actually moving in time and space. And then in the second part of my transmission, we will be doing a live contact with the Arcturians.
You got a moment you can activate few seconds, minutes right now, or you don't do that?
It takes time for me to go into a trance, to actually bring the council in, but don't worry, because they will greet the entire space of Biomed Expo. They are very, very interested about the latest medical technology, because we are using in our transmission a lot of medical technology from the seventh dimension, and they are like super, super interested to see where we are and how they can bridge their seventh dimensional technology with our third, fourth dimensional technology. So I'm super excited to come and be part of this crowd and to be sharing this information. And
yeah,
I feel that.
Please don't ask questions, David. Let's go around the circle. Sorry,
right.
There, because otherwise we won't get everyone in. Okay, go ahead. The next person, please.
I guess I'll go because I got to get out of here soon. So I'm Hans Dietrich. I'm an esoteric researcher. I'm also an award-winning graphic artist. I study ancient sites and civilizations. I study Buddhist cultural mysticism, the Dropa stones and Drokma nomadic people of South Asia, their connection to Sirius. I also study the magic of symbols found throughout time. And I also study Kemet, Egypt before the Greeks. And I'll be talking about the mysteries of Shambhala, their connection to Sirius and astral projection at the alien event. And you can find my work at megalithic.mysteries.com or megamist.com, including my 3 books that I've written about the topics I just discussed.
Wonderful. Who's next?
Mike, did you already introduce yourself?
Yeah, no, I'll go. Okay, it's like awkward silence there. My name is Mike Barra. I am an author and a lecturer and a TV guy. I've done a lot of interesting stuff over the years. And I'm going to be presenting a whole bunch of information on the current state of ufology and what people like to call disclosure. If you've been paying attention, there's been a lot of interesting stuff coming out lately about the current administration's desire to get information about aliens and UFOs out to the not just the American public, but the entire world. So I'm going to be talking about all that stuff, and I'm going to be talking about it's important to know the truth. It's important to know how to discern the truth from what the government tells you at any given moment, because the word disclosure, it really is just talking about what the government wants you to believe. So what I'm going to be talking about in my presentation, I'm going to be telling you about the three presidents who have tried to tell us about aliens. Ronald Reagan did a little bit, but President Kennedy, President Nixon, and now President Trump. So my presentation is going to be called The Three Coups, and it's about how the CIA and the intelligence agencies and Majestic 12 have tried to suppress this information for 60 years. And we're going to be talking about all of the evidence that the first two presidents were removed and the third one they're trying to remove over these issues of alien UFO disclosure and the alien presence on Earth. You can find me at mikebarra.blogspot.com, where you can link up there. I've got a long video. I've written books about secret space programs and the moon and Mars and the civilizations that are on there, and also the physics behind spirituality called The Choice. I got to get you, Yasha, I've got to get you a copy of that book when I get there, so I'll have one for you. Because I'd like to get your feedback on it. And basically, you can also get to my blog site and check out my interview with AJ Gentili on the Y-Files, which has about 1.5 million views now. So check that out. If you want to know what I'm going to be talking about, go watch that. I have a panel. I'm going to have Brad on the panel. I'm going to have Hans on the panel. And that's going to be awesome. It's also going to be kind of a current events panel, so it's going to tie into what I'm talking about. And we're going to talk about the truth about the Boogosphere. We're going to talk about Three Eye Atlas. I know that's one of Carrie's favorite subjects, and try to get to the bottom of all this stuff.
You got a Saturday panel, sir. Is it 2 to 4 or 2 to 4? Yeah.
2 to 4.
2 to 4.
It'll be an awesome panel. Because
definitely, yeah.
Awesome people are going to be on it.
Yeah, and you're on Netflix all over the place. I don't know how to get away from Netflix and you everywhere you search.
I didn't know that. I'll have to search myself on Netflix.
Yeah, your documentaries are awesome. Man.
Okay, cool.
Okay, next person.
Brad,
Melissa, did you say anything yet?
Brad.
Melissa.
Brad.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys.
Unmute yourself. Yeah.
I did. Yeah. No. I'm also hosting a great panel too that I know you, Carrie, are going to be on, and Hans. I'm not sure if you are, Mike, but I'm doing it
Sunday. You're at 4 to 6:30. Yeah, 2.5 hours.
And so that's a real popular panel about transhumanism and AI. And I tell you, every time we do it, every 6 months, it seems like the whole field has changed. There's just so much more information on these subjects that keeps coming out. Hans, I think you're on the panel too. And we just really delve into the reality of what's going on. I mean, no holds barred. Carrie, you always have a lot of interesting things to say, because on one hand, AI is this incredible learning educational tool, but on the other hand, it seems to be getting away from us. So we're going to discuss all that. And I'm also giving my new talk on Antarctica in support of my new book, Secrets of Antarctica, which just came out on January 1st. I'll have copies in the vending area to have those for sale and sign for people, and told a bunch of people in LA area to come on out. And I think you're going to get a late minute rally, David. I bet a lot of people are going to come out this week.
People love you, and your talks and your books and stuff. You're the best author in America on a lot of fronts. I thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, David.
And your panel is the best, I mean, Sunday panel, transhumanism, that thing really brings the crowd in. And about panels, I just want to, don't forget to say this. I have 2 panels myself on Friday, 2 to 4. All you guys, alien shifters, speaking there, all of you, 20 or more people. And also 5 to 7, some of you, we discussing how to create a new timelines. Isha and Sean and Ryan Willie and a bunch of other ones. I forgot their names on that panel, and bring up your ideas how we change the timeline. So one of the ideas we have, and we need to separate our timeline from Epstein group, baby eaters, and these warmongers. So the planet, like the Hopis gave us the diagram on the Hopi reservation in I don't know if you can see it, but I will bring it to the Hopi chief gave me the diagram. It's on Facebook, and I will bring it to event. Our timeline will separate and go up. We got to do that, or you guys will be stuck on the timeline of warmongers and World War III and nukes. So you got to choose which direction you're going. Do you want a peaceful future, or you want to have a different planet with you guys know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah, we already, dude, we chose in 2012. We already made the choice, and we're on the timeline.
oh yeah, the
We'll talk
2012
about that at the show. Did we get Sean in? Sean, did we?
Sean Bond is
I gotta
here.
bounce, everybody,
Hey,
but
is
it's good
that
to
is
see you,
that
and I'll see you
Trump's
all. I'll see you
finger
all
on the?
Thursday.
That'd be
Hey,
good.
Mike.
I think Sean and Melissa are still have not talked. I don't think.
Sean Bond, go ahead.
Bye, Hans. We'll talk to you later. Yeah, sure. I'm Sean Bond, founder of Sonic League. I go into reverse engineering superhuman abilities, sonic abilities for anyone that anyone can learn. I'm big into the knowingness, oracle, akashic reading, healing, evolutionary, especially having to do with the body, and have reverse engineered hundreds of abilities, and many you can learn. Exorcist, gotten into living with super soldiers, and got taken against my will, unfortunately. Also, alien contactee. And interestingly, amateur alien archaeologist, with
Wow.
things that are coming out of the ground that are
Nice.
crazy and hard to believe, like no other. And we are
Real
trying to
stuff.
bring as many skeptics and scientists as possible to, as skeptically as possible, either disprove or prove, because we want the truth, to the sites that we have gained
Bring it to
access
the
to
show.
based on the elders. Yeah, this one's like super heavy. I'm just making it look like easy, but yeah, there's tens of thousands of artifacts coming out of the ground. Crazy, hard to believe, and it would be really dumb to make that many without the same. They're not one is the same. So, and they're being found in places in the U.S. too, South America. It's going to be a tidal wave that is unstoppable. And we're open to all theories on it, including disproving. But the amount of evidence to disprove it has paled in comparison to the amount when we go digging. And it's a pain in the ass to dig. So, like roots, like going deep, fire ants, it's horrible. And there's
Hey,
even
Sean, you're
anomalies.
the only one. You have 3 talks at the event with 2-3 panels. So what are you going to talk about?
I'm gonna heal people in the crowd and teach them how to heal. And we're gonna get rid of pain live and tune into whatever they want. Another one, unlock superhuman love. I share one with Isa on the alien artifacts that are coming out, and it's gonna be powerful and going into scientific data that is coming out of Mexico.
Wow, look at this one. Do you have a carbon dating or anything like?
Oh yeah.
What kind of
Adhesive between the crystal skulls, like in these eye sockets, there's adhesive with bone and obsidian. The different, we're still going to be skeptical, and some people are coming out with fake ones. So we know they're fake. Some are fake, but there are too many that are being proven with some interesting data. That it's some are, depending on how far down you dig, some are like clay pots and all going into
what
mining.
kind of
and
range
Aztec
you
and
talking
Olmec.
about this one?
1,000, 10,000, 18,000, 19,000-year-old is the oldest that has been carbon dated so far. From the ones coming out of Tula, there's also ones from Abuelos. We're finding ones all over the place. Some are being dug up by farmers, and because they're all Catholics, they just throw them out and think they're the devil. So some people end up getting them out of that and saving them.
Okay. Can we go around the circle a little bit more? So is Melissa, are you the last one, or do we have anyone else? And then you guys can all start again and each one can say more about themselves or whatever they want to talk about. So
Melissa, yeah.
that has
Yeah,
not
I think I'm the last one.
great.
Save the best to last. No, I have to follow up after Sean. So I'm Melissa Morton, certainly not new to the expos and events. However, this will be the first time that I'm speaking on my own. I am carrying on the legacy of my late husband, Sean David Morton.
God
And
bless.
no, I'm not as funny as he is, but I will try to make a few jokes just to carry on that legacy. But carrying on the Sands of Time legacy, while at the same time starting to cement my own as well. So as a paranormal investigator, I've been out into the field, got a lot of technology that we use, so I will be sharing some of that. And so my talk really is about the bigger question about what are these phenomenon? Is the UFO and the paranormal, do they cross each other? But also how humanity is a big part of the process of discovering all of this. And so my website is strangeuniverseradio.com, have all of the Sands of Time books up there, and also in the process of finishing the final two that Sean did write before he passed, and also working on astral travel books. I've got a whole bunch of them in my brain. I think somebody from the other side has been knocking on my head trying to get me to get all of this finished. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to be joining
I'm
everyone.
looking forward
So
to
thank you.
listen to your talk. Yeah, watch your
Thank you.
the screen and everything you're showing and your books, and wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, well, that was short and sweet. Okay, now we can start around the group again and try to get everyone in. So keep your comments, rather succinct, and then we'll continue. So who wants to start to talk about their subject? Go ahead.
Well, mostly because I'm going to leave after this. So first of all, I want to thank you all guys and saying that I'm pretty excited to see you all at LA, and also you who are watching this transmission. See you at LA. You will have a very good time for sure. You can already see the powerful, super powerful people that will be conveying their own messages based on their field of approach. So now I just want to mention to add to your question, David, about the tests, the lab tests that could have been applied to some.
Yeah.
Because even though that's not going to be about my main talk, but I do think it's important because now a lot of people is coming out with all these artifacts and so forth. I'm co-founder of the Earth Arc Mission Foundation. So we are taking care of applying like a protocol of several tests on these artifacts, not only carbon-14, because carbon-14 can be very broad when it comes to giving a legit dating. So we also are using EDS, CEM, X-rays, like we have a whole protocol which we will be disclosing very soon. We have very interesting news. So we will be bringing some artifacts for sure. And
you will speak about Bogosphere 2 hours, I think, with Sean. You have a speaking on Bogosphere. You know that 1 hour or 2 hour.
Yes. Well, regarding to that, I have been part of the research group, officially speaking. There are still a lot of tests to do on the Bogosphere because, again, carbon-14 cannot be, the only type of test that will give you the authenticity of the sphere.
I see.
However, I do have very interesting information that I will be conveying precisely in that presentation that has been very interesting anomalies that not only me, yet a lot of people have been experiencing regarding to the Bogosphere. We know that there are many spheres, like how they call it them, spectral spheres going around there. Most of them cloaked. This is not new. A lot of the government use them. The thing is that we have been running into very interesting findings of other artifacts, like even papyrus, that have been dated 200 years ago and that have this interesting Nuremberg event. I don't know if you're familiar with the Nuremberg event, but it was an event that a lot of spheres came to the skies, and they had the symbol, perhaps not all of the spheres, but some of them. And this is a papyrus that is 200 years old, along with other artifacts that are being strictly tested, because we cannot convey a message and, say something super certain about it if we are not. At least I won't. So this is why we are working really hard on that. And yeah, I'm very excited for what we will be sharing.
Have they found any Egyptian artifacts in Mexico with Mayan connections or alien stuff?
Plenty, plenty. They go from like they are organized in areas depending on the place that you will go. For instance, if you go to Tula Hidalgo, you will find a lot of those type of artifacts with cuneiform writing, hieroglyphs, and also other type of more galactic form of writing. Actually, now we ran into a huge discovery on the land, and huge things will be disclosed. This is why I'm talking about,
Nice.
on behalf of the foundation.
Yeah,
So I
definitely we should
cannot
listen to your
disclose it
talk.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot disclose it yet. So, but we found like something huge that is not only about artifacts. This goes way beyond finding artifacts. So, yeah, and yeah, they're popping not only in Mexico. We know in the Grand Canyon, it's very much aligned to the Hopi prophecies, the Yavapai prophecies. Like that all these artifacts will be emerging from the Red Lands and so forth. So there is a lot to talk about. A lot.
Definitely. Wonderful.
Okay, so next person.
Thank you.
I think Sean found the artifact. Sean, what was that thing?
Oh, this one was like you're bringing up Egyptian kind of gods and hieroglyphs being found. There's so many. So there's also Sumerian ones.
Wow.
With cuneiform, I can even share a picture.
Well, you're moving it too fast. We were looking at
Oh,
it.
sorry. Yeah, let me get that for you.
Get it in the center and the center of the. Yeah, let me. Okay, go
Is that
ahead.
better?
Yeah,
Okay.
is it a priest or what is it? Is it
Yeah,
alien?
that's a good theory on it. Like, right, these long skulls are being found all over the place. And some this is like a coffin, and so it's very Egyptian-like. There's all these avians that are being found, like on the bottom of this UFO that we have. There's a double eye of Ra of Horus. There's a bunch of avian type species, like right here, a reptoid.
Oh wow! Look at it. Oh, hold it there. He had wings on the top. Look at it. It's like a bug. It's got right where your fingers are. He's got a wings on it. I've never seen that before. That changes everything.
It does. And now, of course, people will think this is fake, but like again, we have like footage of them being dug up and like some interesting kind of hieroglyphs and Sumerian cuneiform and all these like features I can show you. I can even share some screen stuff if you want. Of which are you most interested? The cuneiform stuff, Sumerian, the digs,
Whatever, just bring it. And also
Okay.
get a permission to have a museum of artifacts on alien artifacts in the world, wherever you want to put it, Mexico or US.
Here's
Sean,
like an example
yeah.
of one of the long skulls.
Oh,
And
look at
it's
it.
got like a bunch of Egyptian kind of boats and like a reptoid and this eye being that's pointing it out. It's very strange, and again, I don't expect anyone to fully believe this unless you dig. So I recommend you come down to Mexico and be a part of archaeological teams.
Have you done reading or meditation with it or anything?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, look,
amazing.
it's got an Egyptian thing on it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What is that?
Yeah, like the scarab, which is known
Scarab,
for
yeah.
levitation, rebirth, death, all this. And all these guys have like their staffs towards the center of like a crescent thing, which could be a cool event. And there's like some Anubis, like Canis major being that has a scale right there. But that's an example. And yeah,
So all this stuff in Egypt was given to Egyptians by these alien races, all the symbology and all the technology and you name it, everything, according to what you're showing me. This is older than Egypt, or you don't think so?
I think a lot of offshoots of civilizations older that we claim as Atlantis, that could be a pan-continental civilization, and their inheritors after their fall, such as Egypt, Mayan, all had like similar things that they had going on, of these anamorphic deities coming out. And it shows with evidence that they keep finding more and more. And here I'll like show some of the things into a dig. Let me just, so that you can kind of know that this isn't just like
Me and
made
you,
up
we
shit.
should work closer together. I can write books about this stuff, and with your ideas, and we like a university type high-end alientology on this stuff, because you got some precious artifacts that nobody else has, and you can categorize them in a book or website, or you have a website we can look at all this stuff.
Yeah, sonicleague.com, Sonic League YouTube. I'm categorizing them on the video format for people to like see more. We're starting a museum, Issa and me, so there's many things to come with this.
What was
It's
your website again? Spell it.
unending.
Spell your website.
Yeah, sure. PSIONIC, so Psionic, and then League like Justice League. So
Psionicleague.com. Well, what about if you grab a new .com, like an easy one, and throw it at this link, so people remember it,
sure.
SeanBond.com or something. So
Hey, Sean, I want to ask a question. Sorry to interrupt,
Yeah,
David.
please.
In any of these locations where you found these items, have you used anything like a tri-field meter, EVP recorders to measure or look at any of the actual locations? So as obviously a paranormal investigator, I'm curious if there's any kind of residual, or if you get anything, or are you just doing the dig? So that's just a question I have for you.
Sure, sure. And then what I'm showing is like a version of the Sumerian astrolabe that we found dug up. This one's the original one, and we found this really big one that has Sumerian gods on the back right here. And it glows in UV light, and this is what it looks like. So yes, we have taken lots of tests there. We're looking for more. We're looking to collaborate with as many scientists as possible. We're open to disproving it because we don't want to be tricked. And like we've had multiple famous scientists come, and it's beautiful what we find. There's anomalies coming out energetically. There's things that make insects freak out and go on their back in like tens of thousands in one area, and it's like, oof, we got to get scientists down here to like test. And some of the areas like emit weird smells that we wear masks for because it kind of makes some people sick. That like some of these artifacts will talk to, like what David went into. I go into reverse engineering telepathy and teach people how to do telepathy. Those long skulls, woo, they have high level like solar omniscience. They told me stuff about myself I didn't know. It changed my life. So they will appear in your dreams. They'll give you dreams of telekinesis, telepathy, levitation. It's fucking amazing. So the amount of and we get these artifacts and scan them with different energy readers, and they go off like crazy. And we make sure to get away from like the walls that have like weird their own EMF and like out in the woods when we do it. So there's as many skeptical ideas as possible, because this is incredibly hard to believe at all. I expect everyone that comes across these artifacts to have a little whisper in their mind saying, no way this could be real. No way there's Egyptian or Sumerian stuff in Mexico. Totally normal. There's like a matrix around people trying to hold back disclosure. Now, just all I'm asking is for people to stay open and come yourself, because like I'd love to have all you guys come down to Mexico, for instance. And if you're a part of this, you're going to change the world, and people will remember your name forever, because this based on what's coming out of the ground and the way, if you bring as much, if you're a skeptic, bam, you can disprove all the bullshit off the bat, because I know there are fake ones, but we are willing to filter out the fake ones from the real ones, and we know where the sites are. So do as much testing as you want.
Let me ask you
Bring as much instrument as you want. This is a tidal wave based on the evidence coming out that can't be stopped. It's not going to just be unproven to the wind. Some are, because some are faked. The cartels will make anything for money, but some are real, and all you need is one.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I just want to say that I had a certain find down in Mexico that I was invited to come down. However, they're blocked by the cartels. And so if it's real, the cartels are in charge of it. And it's very dangerous for like any of us, any well-known person to go down there would be extremely dangerous. So I don't advise it. You haven't encountered the cartels, or what's your story?
The cartels, we've mapped out where their main locations are. They have deals with the governments to stay away from certain local areas. Currently, they've done a weird, stupid maneuver of like attacking some resorts and stuff, which only will bring America in to like take them out more, which doesn't make sense. So I feel like there's like a weird rooting out war between the cartels, trying to pit against each other, push the limelight on the other side. We don't run into them often. Now the news totally says don't come, it's dangerous, all that. You know, be as cautious as you want, but like we have ways to, you know, avoid all that, and we haven't run into it ourselves. So we found it's mostly just propaganda, and I don't know what their full motive is for that propaganda, but it is certain places you do want to stay away from, but not all. It's actually a very big country. And the places we go to, we make sure days ahead that everything's secure, there's no cartel activity. And if there is, we cancel it. And when we get people down, we get them to have multiple possible days. And then we check out the days if there are any activity, and we wait. So it's a big place. Where we would go is not somewhere where cartels go much. So it is fairly safe. And just dress like you're poor. Get a
Sean,
a vehicle that looks like it's poor. Act like you don't have money, and they will leave. The police will leave you alone too.
Thank you so much. Let's give more time to you, Ryan. Ryan, what are you going to speak about at this event?
With experts, not with people that don't know the area, actually.
I'll just add that I was in Puerto Vallarta for all those shenanigans after Anarchapulco, and I got stuck there for an extra week. And you do have to be really careful there, including the hotels you stay at. It was the hotel staff that robbed me, including the security head, and it was all on camera. And it's just like there's open bandits there that work for hotels that'll just rob you. And guys I know that live there said they'll be shaken down by the police on the highway, and they just stop them. And, you know, so you do have to be really careful there. That whole burning cars stuff, it was really iffy how that went down and why. They had pulled back all the cops, all the ambulances, all the firefighters, and one morning they just caused havoc, and it was literally a block from my hotel. I have pictures, and a lot of the Anarchapulco speakers were still there. So that was an interesting experience. But what I'm going to be talking about in LA is primarily about what's happening with artificial intelligence. We have reached the singularity. You just didn't get the memo because we're not important. But the people behind the curtains do know about this. The billionaires know about this. The politicians know about this. And what's happening is the nanotechnology is now in our bodies. It's able to manipulate our genetics. It's able to change our genetics. There are incredible technologies like hydrogel, spions, polymers that use bug chitin and golds to form these self-assembling technologies in the body, which are just horrible, and we need ways to get rid of that. So there's definitely some solutions that we look at, including plasma, but also I would recommend looking at Dr. Anna Mihela's work with EDTA, vitamin C, and the various peptides. And I'm sure many of the other speakers, including Carrie Madej, will have some information on that aside from myself. But that is a clear and present danger to human civilization, and not just human civilization, but all living things on the planet. because this technology is being put into all living things, including the water, the land, and it is self-assembling, and it has different forms of energy harvesting where it could use heat, photovoltaic generation, piezoelectric, and all these different technologies to generate energy to self-assemble. And this is very, very important for humanity to understand this. This is not speculative. This is in their own patents. This is in their own documentations. They're talking about it. It's just the average person that doesn't know. So while the average person is worrying about, oh my gosh, am I going to lose my job? I'm worried about, is humanity and everything on the planet going to lose its genetics and be enslaved to some kind of interdimensional intelligence that's running this artificial super intelligence that is being born?
Yeah,
so we have
or lose its
surpassed
soul,
artificial.
even, right? You know,
Sorry?
I mean, or even lose its soul, right? I mean, that's once they can control your body and your genetics, they got control of a lot of other things too. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'll see you in
So,
LA next week.
yeah,
Everybody have a great one.
have a good one. Carrie, what do you want to
Bye.
speak about at this event?
Oh, I'll talk about the alien intervention on Earth and the Anunnaki and their impact, as well as Three Eye Atlas and, Israel. I'll talk about Iran and the war and the stargates that it's really about and the deception that's going on.
I want to ask you if you can, I know you're busy, but if you can show up on Friday, stay for dinner, and also Saturday. Well, more on Friday because we got 2 panels on Friday. You should be there, 2 to 4 and 5 to 6, 7. And stay with dinner. If you can come, would be wonderful. Sunday we don't have dinner, so and Saturday if you can come, even for dinner itself, 7 to 11. Come and join us because you only come Sunday 1 hour and you disappear.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't stay 1 hour. I do my speech and then I do a panel, which is Brad's panel. But if you invite me to other panels, I'll be happy to.
Yeah, you all the panels you can join us. Yeah.
Because you're just asking me right here on the spot and I don't know my schedule.
Apology because I never find you to talk about this. You're busy, but we would love to have you on all the panels, especially Mike Bear on Saturday, my panels on 2 panels on Friday, 2 to 4, all the alientologists, and 5 to 7, all the future timelines. What kind of humanity we want to have? You're a big gal in that thing to start a new timeline. What are we going to do in this planet? What's our goal for the future and our kids and our future humanity? What are we leaving as a legacy behind? What are we doing for the planet and people? And our own self Akashic records, because sooner or later we'll be gone, and Akashic record will be full of the stuff we did. And whether we come back with this karmic wheel and grab all these things again, or we don't come back, these things will haunt us. Don't you think so?
Well, I have a very positive view of humanity in the future. So I'm not actually worried about that, but I am aware that we're going to have another war that's besides this one. This one is planned. And so the one after this is preparation for the war with androids, incoming androids and AI. And that is that's what we're being prepared for. That's what they are setting the scene for. So I think that's kind of a very important thing to be aware of. And I know military people that have been being trained to fight with aliens and so on and so forth. So we have been invaded forever, and our children have been taken away, eaten. Now they're being shipped off planet to colonies. I mean, I don't want to get into my whole speech, but just to say what you're saying, I think we're in danger. I think that there's lots of things going on that people are not aware of, especially colonies of humans being shipped off planets to other places.
That's for sure.
Saturn and so on and so forth.
Beyond the ice, under the earth.
And we're so eternal souls so that we will continue. But it's, there's a lot of obstacles ahead for sure, but there's also really good things coming along. I think I have a positive view of actually what's happening. I know that you might object, but I think women are being freed in Iran, and I think it's very good. And I think that divine feminine is going to be coming to the fore, and that people are celebrating because the oppression of the religion. I'm not a fan of religion, of any religion. So it's not just about, certain religions. So anyway, but let's, this has been going on a while, so we really should close it down so that people just kind of get an idea that it's
All
going to
this
be
stuff happening.
Brad,
What,
controversial
Ryan?
subjects.
let's just hear from Brad before he's stuck around. He's a trooper. He's got lots to say.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
we gotta go, but Brad, make it short. Yeah.
All right, just shout out to everybody in the LA area. Come on out to Alien Fest.
That's it. What
Conference.
Alien Fest? Alien Event Cosmic Command.
Right. And Biomed Expo. So it's like two conferences in one. They got a great vendor
You got
area,
it. Yeah.
lots of stuff to
And if you cannot afford it, contact Brad or myself, or on Facebook, on emails, our phone numbers on the website. We will give you a discount ticket. You should be, all of you guys, be with us. Drive from Arizona, San Francisco, Los Angeles, back east. People coming from Europe, they're flying in. Not only they're speaking, they're attending. I mean, we got different crowds are coming in. So you guys will see amazing people over there. And God bless you all that you're supporting us, especially our speakers like Brad, and always good light for humanity. Thank you.
Okay.
Alienevent.com, your tickets, or biomedexpo.com, BIOMEDEXPO.com. And Carrie, do you want to say anything before we leave?
Yeah, I want to show this. So hold on a second. I'm just going to put this on the banner on here. Does everyone see the banner? Can you
Now
guys
we see it. This is an old banner. Take it off. This is like 8 months old. I sent you a new banner on your WhatsApp.
I mean, what's the difference? It does say the right thing.
Some more speakers and
Okay,
few
well,
on and off, but
people aren't going to know.
but it's the same website. They can go to alienevent.com and check the speakers. We got more speakers.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Well,
some of these people couldn't come. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for coming. The banner is the banner. So, it doesn't.
Yeah. It's a Sonesta LAX. Main thing is
the people on the banner, most of them are still speaking. They didn't back out.
Yes, ma'am. They are. Yeah.
Okay.
Most of them. And alienevent.com, the website, they can see the bios. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So thanks everyone for being here today. Sorry for the rough start. Zoom did something new, and I have to figure out what they did because I have no idea. But anyway, thanks again for being here. And
awesome. Thank you for creating this event on Zoom and YouTube and stuff. We will share these links. We see you at the event next weekend.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.